book of the Torah, Bamidbar, is called Numbers in English. It starts off with God commanding the Jewish people to take a census. It is a little curious why we are commanded to take a census at this point in the story. Only a year and a half earlier, God commanded us to take a census. And God is God. He does know how many people are walking around. So nonetheless, the rabbis give us a few different reasons. The first reason is related to the commandment. The commandment in the Hebrew is sues rosh, which literally means lift up our heads. In other words, when God is commanding us to take a census, it's not only that he is counting us, but he's telling us that we count. It is an amazing thing. Sometimes people think that their presence is insignificant. Not so. We know that as Jews, every one of us counts all the time. As you might probably know, for the Jewish people to say all the prayers, they have to gather together in a quorum, a minyan. That requires 10 Jewish males over 13 years old. Well, there was a town that always had a minyan. They had exactly 10 Jewish families. With great jubilation, an 11th Jewish family moved in. Everyone was so happy. Now we have 11 Jews over 13 years old. This is great. Well, that next day, they didn't have a minyan. Only 9 guys showed up to pray. Why is that? Because some people said, you know what? Maybe I'm not as valuable right now. And we have that in the shul all the time. People say, oh, you know, if you need me for something, call me. Well, the answer is you are always needed. And to understand that we are always needed and we are always valuable is one of the important messages that this census gave out to the Jewish people, and it is an eternal message. Another reason why God counted us, rabbis explain, is that God is always counting us because you only count things that you love, that you value. You know, there are some people, they always know exactly how much money they have in their pocket or in their bank account or in their IRA because that's what's important to them. So they're always counting the money. What's God always counting? Us. Because we know that God loves us more than we even love our own children. There's a third beautiful reason why we performed a census at this time. The process of the census required that all the Jews would take a half shekel, it was a small coin. They'd go up, they would meet and introduce themselves to Aaron and Moses, the greatest prophets of the generation. And then Aaron and Moses would have a personal connection with them and would bless them and pray for their welfare. The process of having a census required everyone to make sure they had a relationship with the greatest rabbis of that generation. So the holiday of Shavuos is right around the corner. Yes, this is a time when we will celebrate again the fact that God revealed himself to all the Jewish people, and it is our personal opportunity to connect with Torah and connect with God's teachings. And if we truly want to do that, we have to remember that, yes, we count, and that God loves us, and that we have to make sure that we have relationships with people that are even greater than we are. My name is Rabbi Yitzwine from the Young Israel Nation, Las Vegas.